So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Cry Wilderness, 1986. Giving it 2 out of 5 stars. I just like this. It's not one of those so bad that it's good type movies, although it's probably better on an MST3K, which is not on YouTube. Just has clips of MST3K. So I was unable to watch this on my phone last couple days while I was working here. There's Cry Wilderness disc. That's why it took me so long to load this dang video. Here's the big disc that I'm really excited about. It says 1970, but one of the movies could be earlier or later than that, knowing Netflix. It's by the same director, by the way. Gorefest video. I'm about to watch this. I'm really excited. Carnival Blood. Let me get my hand out of the way. Carnival Blood, as well as Curse of the Headless Horseman. I got this for Curse of the Headless Horseman, but they threw in something weird video. Threw in Carnival Blood, which I'm very excited about seeing. Up next, Carnival Blood, followed by Curse of the Headless Horseman. Both great movies, I'm sure. If you're into, for all you gore hounds out there, if you're into that kind of thing, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Just had to free up some space on my phone for this video because it kept saying that I was running out of storage space. Okay. There's the $1 Million Man, season 1, disc 4. I'm sure Professor Quiz is just dying to see the $1 Million Man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm getting Professor Quiz mixed up with Karate Man. All right. So those are my 3 discs. Cry Wilderness. So this kid in boarding school keeps telling his teacher about how he encountered Bigfoot and became good friends and gave him Coke cans and rock and roll music on his radio that he got for Christmas. The only reason I like this is a ridiculous Bigfoot outfit. Just looks so bizarre and surreal. And Bigfoot doesn't really do much. I mean, he's just kind of standing around. At one point, he warns the kid. He just shows up unexpectedly at the kid's. Bigfoot shows up at the kid's boarding school, and he says, "Oh, your dad's in danger." So the kid runs to his dad. I don't know how he gets there. Oh, he hitchhikes. That's right. Now I remember. He just runs away from school. He plays hooky, which is kind of cool. One way to get revenge on a strict boarding school teacher from Pink Floyd's The Wall. No, I'm just kidding. It's not from Pink Floyd's The Wall. It's, I know John Waters hated boarding school. So the only reason to watch is this kid being terrorized by this teacher in the beginning. But the ending kind of ruins it. I don't want to spoil the ending, but I don't know. It kind of ruined the beginning of the movie. So the only reason to watch this is a ridiculous looking Bigfoot costume, and it was on MST3K. I did get riffed and lampooned on there, but I couldn't find the full movie on YouTube. Consequently, I couldn't do this video for a couple days. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'm a little tired from working 3 12-hour days and my first graveyard shift. I got about 1 hour of sleep yesterday, so I just went into a coma on my meal break, my car here. And then I took a little sippy poo of the energy drink to keep me going for another 3 hours, I guess. I could just pig out and sleep for 10 hours, hopefully. It feels like my old days at Luma Hotel, where I was doing 3 overnights a week, doing the grocery delivery, doing the energy drinks every day. Now I'm back to doing energy drinks every day. I'm sure Adrian is more than pleased. Well, he does the beginning of the day twist of the cap, end of the day puke-filled lap. That's a line from Last Gasp EP. 7-inch record. Vinyl. I used to watch Last Gasp at OK Hotel and Party Hall in Seattle. Those were fun days, but I don't know what I was doing in Seattle. I think I wanted to escape my family for a while, especially my mother. But ended up coming back to California for the weather. I went from Seattle to Michigan and back to California when I was young. I wanted to see new places. You know how it is. Well, maybe not. This was before I turned 21. Anyways, enough about my personal life. Cry Wilderness. What else can I say? So the kid hitchhikes to his dad. His dad tells him to go back to school. Keeps telling him to go back to school, but somehow the kid manages to escape. His dad is a forest ranger or something. And then there's this other G-man guy who wants to kill Bigfoot, stuff him, and then show him around like King Kong. They just hired a tall actor and put him in a monkey suit. It looks funny. I like that monkey suit. They could have done more with it, though. Maybe they should have given Bigfoot some more lines or had some more scenes with Bigfoot. But he's just kind of standing around staring at nothing. Which is unfortunate. We like Bigfoot Yeti movies on this channel, but we don't like this one. We like Shriek of the Mutilated. Michael Finley, Roberta Finley collaboration. What a great flick that was. Shriek of the Mutilated. I used to I think it was on a four movie disc. And Netflix used to send me those back in the day. 4 movies on one disc. All Bigfoot and Yeti stuff. I can't remember the name of that disc, but I did review of Shriek of the Mutilated, I think, on Yahoo Movies or YouTube or both. Can't remember, but love that movie. Anyways, getting back to Cry Wilderness. So There are a bunch of shots of animals and stuff, like bobcats, mountain lions, regular lions, bears. The bears seem tame, though. I guess they're not hungry, because the bears are always around humans in this. So it's like watching a stupid wilderness movie. Like the boring stuff the high school teachers used to show when they were drunk the previous day. Back in the 80s, man. Anyways, so this G-Man wants to stuff Bigfoot. There's this older native guy who's friends with Bigfoot, so they put a stop to that dude. They got the eagle to poke out his eye. That was that was like the highlight of the movie right there. The eagle poking out the Bigfoot poacher's eye. He thought he was going to get rich, but the eagle poked out his eye, and he's like, the blood coming out. That was the one scene. That was the one exploitation scene, I guess, of this entire PG movie. Pretty pathetic. This flag. It would have been funnier if I would have watched the whole MST3K thing. But no such luck on YouTube, unfortunately. And so the kid's dad ends up chasing a lion or something. And he ends up in a cave. Then he ends up in a mine or something, and the mine caves in. He's trapped by rocks. So the kid yells out for Bigfoot. Bigfoot comes and lifts the heavy rock. So his dad is injured, but he's not fatally wounded, thanks to Bigfoot. And then the Bigfoot poacher dude, the muscular guy, who likes to eat chicken or something, he goes chasing after Bigfoot. And that's when the eagle swoops down. Bigfoot's just standing there watching him again, along with the elderly native guy. And they summon the eagle to swoop down and poke the guy's eye out. I was like, the best part of the whole movie. Anyways. I can't wait to get home and just pig out on ice cream and ramen. Then sleep for like 10 hours straight. My belt broke. I've got like $800 in my checking account. I need to get some Himalayan pink salt, some ashwagandha pills, and a new belt at Target. But I don't have time because I want to sleep all day. Maybe I'll wake up a little bit early and knock those out. If I can sleep for 8 hours, wake up, get that stuff done real quick, and then come back here for another overnight, then I'll be good tomorrow. But if I just sleep all the way through 10 hours, hit the toilet, get ready for work, and still no belt, I have a really short belt. at home, but then the end piece sticks out, which is what I do not want for Monday. This belt is these cheap belts from Target. They keep falling apart. So my big black belt is the one that I need to replace right now because it's not holding up on pants. It's just starting to disintegrate. It's being held by a couple strings right now. That's what I get for buying a cheap $15 belt at Target. I need something that's made out of like a horse's saddle, something that'll last me 30 years. Like I used to work with this guy who made belts out of horse saddle. And he was so proud of himself. Like, he was charging like $30 or something, but he never followed through by selling me one. Unfortunately, it would have saved me money in the long run. Anyways, not a good flick. I'm not gonna say highly recommended or check it out. There's some lady who I think her name is Helen in this one. She rescues animals or something. She's kind of a nice lady, but at one point the kid said, "Oh, you're trying to kill me," or "You want to kill me." I don't know where that came from. Like I said, or maybe I didn't say, there's a lot of question marks in this, and film makes absolutely no sense, especially the dialogue and the acting. Pretty bad. They're these three biker dudes drinking beer. They're like yelling in the forest, and the father, the guy with the beard, who ends up getting injured in the mine shaft, he starts yelling at him like, "Oh, you can't be here. It's government property." Blah, blah, blah. I felt like being at the library, being told that you can't eat at the library anymore. So my son wants to eat at my house now. He's so quiet. He doesn't say anything, but he sends me all kinds of religious videos on Google Chat. He's a funny kid. He's like obsessed with his iPad on Sundays. But the good news is, now that I'm drinking the energy drink every day, I'm building up resistance, and I can actually fall asleep while I'm drinking a lot of energy drink just from lack of sleep. Kind of similar to my situation a couple months ago when I was doing Luma Hotel and the grocery delivery before they tried to turn me into an independent contractor, and I quit after 1 month of doing that nonsense. So I've got $800 in my checking account. It'll probably go down to like 700 after I buy gas and get some grocery shopping and belt purchase done. I might get that done on Sunday when I have my son. But I don't think drinking a bottle and a quarter of the energy drink is going to help me on Sunday. I really don't. I think I'm going to be able to sleep, take a decent amount of naps on Sunday, which is good. That'll prepare me for my 2 jobs on Monday. Anyways, yeah, I guess Won't be seeing any comments from Professor Quiz on my $6 Million Man videos anytime soon. But definitely, You Bet Your Life had some funny moments. I appreciate that recommendation from Professor Quiz, even though it took me like 2 or 3 months to get through the playlist on YouTube. All right. Well, that's the end of my review. Cry Wilderness. I'm not going to say highly recommend it or check it out. But I disliked it. Check out Shriek of the Mutilated. That one's highly recommended. Laters.